3.3 kilometres to go, 30 seconds. These guys are almost certainly staying away unless the politics gets absolutely intractable. At this point, if there's sort of an argument, if anyone launches a good one, they'll stay away. So it really starts to come down to how Little Trek are going to play this. I'm surprised actually they haven't started playing it yet, but they haven't. These are the 5 riders who are going to punch out for the final stage of the Tour of Denmark this year.
Yeah, I think they're not going to play games here. They're just going to keep riding. Even if Little Trek had to sacrifice one rider, then they'd do that just to make sure this breakaway stays away.
So 2.6 kilometres to go, these 5 riders, 3 Little Trek riders, including the overall leader of the race, Mads Pedersen, on the left in the blue jersey, have 28 seconds on the chasing peloton behind. Alex Sigart is the G2 you're seeing, Group 2 from Lotto. He is caught in no man's land in between, but almost certainly these 5 riders are going to fight out the stage win today. Meanwhile, back in the bunch, Lotto are riding on the front for the benefit of just trying to disrupt things for Alex Sigart, but I think all of that hope, I think that's a lost cause now. It's just what these guys are going to do and how they're going to manage it. Kragh Andersen and Mads Pedersen having a little bit of a chat, a glance at each other. Talk to each other, of course, in a language that Matthias Kopecky and Alex Zangler aren't probably going to understand, so that's a tiny bit of an advantage to them. And Mads Pedersen still thinking possibly about a third win in the race this week, or possibly they're looking at Søren Kragh Andersen in the Danish national champions jersey to close out their national tour this year. Either would be a great story. Alex Zangler in the yellow of Visma Leasebike is the kind of man who would just love to spoil it. And onto the bottom of the climb for the last time. Kragh Andersen on the front, Mads Pedersen as wheel, Alex Zangler behind him, Matthias Kopecky behind him, and Jakob Soderquist in the white jersey of the under-23 classification leading, sitting on the back just waiting. It's between these guys now. Kragh Andersen still leading.
Putting a fairly big effort in there. I was just looking back at yesterday's communique, and also in the communique from yesterday, Alex Zangler is down as rider 201, while the rest of his team is on the normal 11 to 16 numbers, so very strange. Not sure the reason.
Don't understand that, but maybe one day we'll find out. Kragh Andersen still in the front, 1.1 kilometres to go. This final climb, it gets up to about 6%. It is about a kilometre long. They're on it now. There's a 200-metre flat. Just he turns right, about 200 metres before the finish. So that corner probably is the critical point. Is anyone going kind of over the top, round the corner onto the flat, or is somebody going to try and launch something before they get to the end of the climb? It's just looking very patient, isn't it, Matt? It's a waiting game.
Yeah, it is, and it looks like they've put Søren Kragh Andersen to work here at the front just to make sure that no one is going to come back from behind. Mads Pedersen sitting in second wheel at the moment. Alex Zangler in third.
Pedersen goes. Alex Zangler goes with him. Pedersen's gone early. Has Alex Zangler got what it takes to get back on that wheel? And Isaac Kennedy's got a wheel. Like Alex Zangler's going to get back on the wheel of Mads Pedersen here. The other 3 riders get dropped. It's presumably between these 2 riders now. They've got just a few hundred metres to go. They're coming up towards that right-hand turn in just a moment. Mads Pedersen looks back at Alex Zangler. He didn't want someone to come with him. He won't be wanting to see Alex Zangler there. That'll be the last rider on earth that he wanted to see on his wheel at exactly this point. And as Soderquist is coming back with Matthias Kopecky, it's just the inertia goes out of those first 2.
If you're Kopecky now, you have to jump if you're Kopecky now and just give it everything on this moment. Just as you come onto the back, this potentially could have been one of the biggest wins of his career if he can seal this. So everyone starts to look at each other now as we approach that last right-hand bend.
We've dropped Søren Kragh Andersen, the only rider we're now missing. Alex Zangler is looking to both sides, doesn't want to get boxed in by Soderquist, which is exactly what Soderquist is going to try to do here. Oh, they lean at each other, a bang of shoulders. Little bit cheeky. And Mads Pedersen on the front as we come round and into the finish. And Kragh Andersen has come back. Kragh Andersen has come back. Nobody knew he was there. He's come back on the climb and gone straight over the top to lead out Mads Pedersen. Alex Zangler on Mads Pedersen's wheel. Pedersen and Zangler. And Mads Pedersen is leading at the minute. Can Alex Zangler get past him onto the line? They've got just a few metres to go. Mads Pedersen is pushing it out. He's going to win. Surely he's going to win the final stage of the... Yes, he does. He takes his third stage of the week. Takes out the overall of his home tour. An absolutely dominant performance in Denmark this week by Mads Pedersen and his Little Trek team. who could not have had a better week, and even top it off with a fabulous sprint from Mads Pedersen, who'd worked all day, or worked all day. He'd worked very hard in that group. Group comes in behind. Mads Pedersen had worked very hard in that escape at the front all day to make it stick, and then took out the sprint as well, just showing a phenomenal level of strength. And the congratulations between teammates Soudal-QuickStep and Mads Pedersen in the jerseys of the GC leader and the under-23 leader. Matt, that was quite a sprint.
Yeah, it certainly was, and we saw that at the top of the climb became tactical, and it was really interesting to see Soudal-QuickStep coming, trying to put himself on the wheel of Pedersen just to make that block there over Alex Zangler. There was a little bit of shoulder charging on each other. Zangler apologised directly for it, a little bit of playing the game there, and it was great to see Søren Kragh Andersen come back, start the lead out, which just gave Mads Pedersen that extra second or two in the wheel. He had to go early though, because he knew Alex Zangler was there and he had to get the jump. He did that and he held him off to cross the line, both arms aloft, to take home the victory in the Tour of Denmark.
That really was phenomenal. A phenomenal piece of work from Søren Kragh Andersen, who got himself back on and straight over the top. There's a disappointed man. In some respects, he'd have wanted to be at the finish today. That is Søren Vrønsfeldt in the sprints jersey, which isn't his jersey. It's actually Mads Pedersen's jersey. So Mads Pedersen would have taken that classification as well. And the congratulations of pretty much the whole team, who have just had a stunning week. Stunning week for them.
It's also looked like Matthias Skelmos are also up there in the front of the bunch sprint, so potentially there's 4 little Trek riders in the top 6 there, which is just shows how dominant they've been this week.
Yeah, I was going to say if they were fighting relegation they'd be very pleased with that, but it's one thing. It's one of the things that's not on Little Trek's agenda is relegation. They've had a great week this week, as has Nicholas Anderson, who we're looking at the minute. Just wondering if we've got as far as Nicholas Larson is who I mean. I was wondering if we've got as far as a GC result yet. I think he's probably finishing second in GC. He was in that lead group and didn't manage to hang on to it. And Jakob Fuglsang just coming into the bottom of the climb. He's got about a kilometre of his pro career left to go. And getting the appreciation of the crowd, that's lovely to see. Sorry, Matt, I interrupted you.
No, I was just going to mention it. I think Soudal-QuickStep might have taken that second spot on the general classification. It depends. I was trying to look at where the peloton came in behind, and I think they were around 22 seconds